See your driver's license, please. All right, one Deputy Sloup.
Truck's lifted.
I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Any idea why I might have stopped you today?
Yeah, I think it scooped out away from me a little bit.
Well, you might be kind of fibbing on yourself a little bit. The reason is you got no mud flaps. We call this one the mud flap special. Sam, it's another Sam idea, just like the window tint special was. And initially, Sam didn't want to pick a fight with the internet. He's like, look, there's a lot of guys out there. They have trucks, no mud flaps. But at this point in the Fridays with Frank franchise, we were like 50 episodes in, and we just wanted something to talk about. And it's a violation we see all the time. I address it frequently. I don't necessarily write a bunch of tickets for it. Kind of depends on what the driver says as far as his knowledge of the law and requiring it. But in this particular episode, I wrote a bunch of tickets for other stuff, gave a bunch of warnings, and just had a bunch of really good positive contacts.
Oh, okay.
So you have a lifted truck.
Yes, sir.
And I know that because I'm talking up to you and you're only 5'5", so I figure you're probably... So you have a lifted truck, you have no mud flaps. Sometimes on Fridays with Frank, we like to do a little educational piece and let people know about some very obscure Arizona motor vehicle law. So today we're going to look at mud flaps. Yeah. Some people call them rear fender splash guards, and it falls under Arizona Revised Statute 28-958.01. Pretty much what it says is you need mud flaps. They got to be as wide as your tire, no more than 8 inches from the ground. And obviously everyone's had broken windshields here from rocks hitting them, and that's specifically what this is. If your truck is raised, pickup truck specifically raised, anywhere from how it comes from the factory, got to have mud flaps on it. The reason I stopped you is your pickup truck's lifted. You don't have any mud flaps. Running in, registration's good, insurance is good, driver's license is good. I'm going to give this guy a warning. So why do you have a almost unreadable Indiana license plate and a Michigan driver's license? How's that work?
Because this is my wife's truck, and I came out here to care for.
I feel like living in Michigan and having a wife in Indiana leads to a happy marriage. I feel like you might have a secret there. Yeah. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. So he's driving his Indiana car. He's from Michigan. Him and his wife live in separate places, which I feel like is a recipe for success. Aside from that, so his truck is lifted and out of Indiana. Maybe it's legal in Indiana. I don't know if it is or not. But if you've got out-of-state plates and you're driving through Arizona, Arizona laws apply to you for all of the equipment violations. Different colored lights, window tint, mud flaps, all of those things would fall into, if you're in Arizona, you got to obey Arizona law. A couple different reasons I stopped you. One, posted speed limit for the particular area, 25 miles an hour. I can assure you it is. Your speed coming at me was 51, so you're more than double the posted speed limit. And also, your mud flaps on this truck are, in Arizona, they have to be the full width of the tire and no more than 8 inches from the ground. The reason I stopped you is you're in a lifted truck. You don't have any mud flaps. Appreciate you having all your stuff in line.
Sure.
You're good to go.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Have a great day. The citations that I gave were for everything else but mud flaps. Mud flaps are a great reason for stop. It's like window tint. I stop. Cracked windshields is another one. I stop a lot of vehicles for it. It allows me to get up to the driver, talk to him, check for impairment, see if there's drug paraphernalia in the car, check for wants and warrants, check a driver's license status, do all of that. But you heard me a lot in here say, hey, look, you're wearing your seatbelt, your driver's license, registration, insurance is good. I cut the most warnings probably of any Fridays with Frank I can remember in this episode. And it was because I was stopping people for something I normally don't write tickets for, and I didn't write tickets for the internet on this. I just made those stops, contacted those people, gave them a little bit of education about Arizona motor vehicle law, and as long as everything else was good, we kicked them down the road. All right, good sir. Everything's in order. Obviously, driver's license in good shape, wearing your seatbelt, registration insurance is good. So I'll give you a warning for that, but just so you know,
Warnings
you have mud flaps on there.
Important.
Full width of the tire, no more than 8 inches from the ground. How you doing? See your driver's license, please.
I don't have it on me.
You don't have it on you?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I have one, yes.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes people don't have driver's licenses.
I'll tell you one.
All right. So I stopped you for not having mud flaps. I'm going to give you a warning for that. You have all that stuff. I can see it through your back window, all that stuff hanging from your rearview mirror. I'm going to give you a warning for that. All right. The big thing is you got to have your driver's license with you. You got to have current proof insurance with you.
Yeah, if you're slow.
Hey, that's me. See your driver's license, please.
I do have a firearm here if you'd like to.
Okay, you don't touch yours, I won't touch mine. We'll keep it simple.
Sounds like a great idea.
All right. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. We always appreciate knowing if there's a firearm in the vehicle. My response was, hey, you don't touch yours, I won't touch mine. He seemed to be appreciative of that. That is the vast majority of time. That's my response, unless there's a gun that I can see and I can take possession of it easily and safely. It kind of depends on my feel of the of the driver, having a short contact and conversation with them. I can gauge someone pretty quick if I want to take a firearm or not. Supreme Court says that we could take it for the duration of the traffic stop for our safety. So I'm well within my right to have that guy step out, take possession of his firearm, make it safe, check it make sure it's not stolen, and then return it to him at the end of the traffic stop. It's a case-by-case basis for me. A lot of it goes by my feel of the driver. And on this time, we pretty much just said neither one of us would touch our guns, and we agreed on that. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you have a lifted pickup truck with no mud flaps. You got to have those. You're wearing your seatbelt, license is good, registration is good. I'm going to give that stuff back to you. Get a warning for this. Just know that having these tires like this gives cop anytime he wants a reason to stop you. So if you want to eliminate that,
yes, sir,
you can get some mud flaps. If you want to just continue having great meetings, man, we can have great meetings like this.
Oh my gosh, hi! My boyfriend watches you on YouTube.
Hi!
Oh my god.
Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you're 19 miles an hour over the speed limit. So you're 54 and a posted 35. Yeah, true story. It happens. It's a thing. People speed. I stop them. We chat. Hi, see your driver's license, please.
I think I left it at my house.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you have an obscured view with that thing hanging from your rearview mirror, and you're doing 48 miles an hour in a posted 30-mile-per-hour zone.
I have an obscured view.
You have something hanging from your rearview mirror that says the... Out of all of the things I stopped this guy for, having obscured view is the thing that he focuses on during my initial contact. So you can't have anything hanging from your rearview mirror. The little elastic bands that come on air fresheners, those are meant for like your gear shifter or your turn signal. Like that's what those are meant for. They're not meant to go around your rearview mirror. So you're not supposed to have anything that hangs or dangles there that obscures your vision. This guy had something. I mentioned it because it's one of the several reasons that I stopped him, and he gets hyper focused on it when he literally doesn't have anything else that I need, and I think I ended up giving him 4 or 5 citations. So I don't know why you would argue with me about that. Like, there's really no way to get around it. You keep stuff off your rearview mirror, and you can't have anything hanging from your rearview mirror because it obscures your view, per Arizona Motor Vehicle Law.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
And you got to wear your seatbelt. It's also, seatbelts are important. So, but the...
I've heard that in my life.
Okay. Well, you're also doing 18 miles an hour over the speed limit in a residential zone. So your first citations for your 18 miles an hour over the speed limit, then not having your insurance, not having your driver's license in possession, and not wearing your seatbelt as required by law. Oh. So within the pamphlet here is the...
I'm sure you can see my insurance and everything when you go look up my name.
Each individual insurance company has a database of who their insurance... who they provide insurance to. We don't have access to that database. So like I can't look up Progressive's database and say, hey, John Q. Citizen has good insurance. We can do it through registration because registration goes through the state. I have the state's database. That's why you are required to carry insurance. When you register your car or re-register it or get new plates, you may have to show MVD a current insurance card. And they'll put that in there, but if you haven't updated your plates since 2018, the last insurance card they have on file is in 2018. It doesn't show that it's current, it just shows that it was current at the time when you went to MVD. So we can't see insurance, we can only see registration, and that's because all the insurance companies are all individual companies, so they don't give us access to their database. But
I have access to everything. Just give me my ticket, bro. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm hungry. Just give me the ticket.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Make sure you put your seatbelt on. Please drive safely. Jerk. Do you have a driver's license?
No.
Okay. Do you have a license plate?
Yeah, at my house. Okay. So do you feel like you might need one of those to drive your dirt bike on the road?
I live over there. I'm trying to get home.
I know, but you came from Walmart, which is like way over there.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Mom.
I watch you all the time.
Well, I found your son here. So your sidewalk goes from here to an intersection, right?
Right.
As soon as you cross the intersection, you're in violation.
Okay.
So, literally coming out of this neighborhood, you can't get anywhere because you have to cross the roadway. And as soon as you touch the roadway, you're in violation. So, get him a bike, let him drive it anywhere he wants. Trailer this out to the desert, drive it through the desert all you want. Dirt bikes are awesome. It's a great sport. Hi there, see your driver's license, please. Thanks. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you're 70 and a 50, way down there, just a little bit north of Post and Butte there.
You already know, right?
I know what.
I see what TikTok.
So this girl, stop her. She says, I watch you on TikTok. Well, at this time, Pinal County Sheriff's Office then and today was not and is not on TikTok. I work for the American Sheriff, and TikTok's from Beijing, so we don't mess with TikTok with the Sheriff's Office. Now, of course, I personally am on TikTok at frank.slope.official, but at this time, what she was watching was some pirate taking my videos, or taking the Sheriff's Office videos at the time, and pirating them, trying to make money off of my likeness on TikTok. So we're trying to put a stop to that as much as we can and report all those pirates, but just like off the coast of Somalia, there are just pirates everywhere.
You what?
TikTok.
Look in your rearview mirror.
I know. I'm so stupid, I'm sorry.
It's very seldom is someone so excited to get stopped to get a speeding ticket. Every week I get recognized more and more as I'm out here pulling people over. And it doesn't change anything.
That was over a year ago.
People watch, and it's, I think they know what's going to happen when I walk up to their window and they're 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. Are there any questions that I can answer for you before I kick you loose? Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
Do people get a picture?
Huh?
Do a lot of people get pictures?
Yeah.
This is the first time that Sam was with me when someone took a picture with me after I wrote them a ticket. So that's why it ended up on the internet. Sam says that people don't want to see people fangirling over me. So this was on there because it was the first time, and he caught it, and it was kind of an interesting interaction. But this happens, I wouldn't say daily, but it absolutely happens weekly. And it's awesome, man. It's like, I love taking pictures of people, and I love that people are comfortable enough, even after we have a law enforcement contact, that they want to take a picture with me. Like, I think that's cool. I am honored by that.
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get a picture? You want a selfie?
So jealous.
Let's do so. Tickets and selfies go together. Come on, I'll even get down here with you.
I'm shaking.
It's okay, it happens.
I'm just glad I didn't bring my dog.
Oh, I love dogs.
He's a pit bull.
I love pitties. Pitties are one of my favorite breeds.
True.
Mama.
Little stranger danger.
Big ultimate energy here.
Yeah.
She's gonna be so glad. That's my new wallpaper. Oh my
Well,
God.
thank you so much. Thanks for
It'll
being
be my
cool.
new
Just know that we're
wallpaper.
out here, the traffic unit's out here, and we're trying to slow people down and keep them safe, okay? Well, that doesn't happen every day. And she just waved goodbye. Like, that's a cool contact. Like, she's doing 20 over. She owns the fact that she was doing 20 over. Asked for a selfie afterwards so she could send it to her boss. Took responsibility. I'm all over that. I mean, that's just, if every contact could go that great, I think cops all over the place would have a better day. My attention was drawn to your car because your muffler's terrible. I mean, I was way behind you, and I heard that annoying sound coming out of that.
I hate loud mufflers. I think the majority of society hates loud mufflers. Like, we're all on the same page there. There's no need for that. But going forward from here, we do have some great stops, including the 14-year-old driver with the newly pregnant girl that can't drive.
Wait, you're pregnant? You're not supposed to be driving?
That stop was initially drawn to my attention because of a loud muffler. So, like, the loud muffler violation has been fruitful to me. So it's kind of another one. It's like mud flaps. I don't write a bunch of tickets for it, but I stop a lot of people for it because I want to let them know how much society hates them.
Then I realized you have an illegal license plate cover. And I realized that you have a crack across your windshield. And you're not wearing your seatbelt. All of that. No, why? I see all that stuff. All because you're trying to draw attention to yourself with that loud muffler that's totally unnecessary. Yep. No, you have a couple cars. Do they all sound this terrible? Just this one? Now, Arizona law says that you can't have a vehicle that doesn't have a device that prevents unusual noise. Yep. When I heard that, it's an unusual noise. So that, simply that, is a violation of Arizona state law. Okay? Because they're annoying. Like, no one wants to be laying in bed at night all wrapped up with their little blankie asleep and hear you go by their house, right?
I wouldn't.
So that's what that unusual noise is. Now, the only thing that I cited you with is license plate with obscured visibility, because you have that cover on there. I couldn't read your license plate till I was right up on you, okay? So I'm going to give you warnings for everything else. Hey, see your driver's license, please.
I do not have one.
You don't? Do you not have a license? You do not have a license. So why are you driving if you do not have a license? Have you ever been issued a license? You've never ever been issued a license. The reason I stopped you is you're doing a criminal amount of speed, which is 57 miles an hour in a posted 35 mile per hour zone. So, and it comes as no surprise that you don't know that because you don't have a license. So that makes a little bit more sense. What's your first name? Within this pamphlet here is your copy of the citation and also your copy of the tow sheet, so you know where your vehicle's going, and the law as to why it pertains to why I have to tow your car. All right, you can keep that pen. That's a little souvenir. Yep. Wish I had my name on it, but we
got him now.
My partner here is going to give you a ride.
The guy that shows up to give my driver a ride is part of the Pinal County Sheriff's Office posse. Our agency runs because of posse. Like they're all volunteers. So they come out, they volunteer their time. They get some great training from deputies and senior posse from within the agency. They go through an actual posse academy. And then when they come out to the road, they are dressed in our uniforms, they're armed. They drive our older vehicles, and they do things like drive people from scenes. They transport prisoners. They'll sit on tows. They'll help direct traffic at accidents. The posse is incredible within the Pinal County Sheriff's Office. Arizona, as a whole, I think every sheriff's office has a posse program, and ours, I just think, is spectacular.
And you have all the information, so you're free to go whenever you're ready. The reason I stopped you is all your window tint's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah, of course it is. It's like looking at the inside of your eyelids.
Oh, I bought the car like this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So your front windshield's probably slightly tinted. Yeah. Front windshield's tinted.
This is what I did do.
Yeah. So you can't have your windshield tinted.
Oh wow.
Below, there's like a mark up over in here somewhere. That's typically shows where your line can be.
Okay.
So where your what they call like a visor strip.
Yeah, the visor strip.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's legal, but having it top to bottom isn't. Okay. And these front windows can't be darker than 30%, and they're like limo.
Yeah, they're like 20, I think.
I'd bet you a pack of Skittles that it's less. So window tint meter.
Is it less than 20?
Window tint goes on there. 5%. 5%'s limo.
Okay.
Like I said, that's
Skittles
not 20,
for me.
That's not 20. But it's just these front, not the back ones. All the back ones are fine. The reason I stopped you,
yes, sir.
Posted speed limit here is 45. And you passed me at 65 in that right lane when you were passing.
In a PT cruiser.
Let's see, did I write you that one? Holy cow, I did.
He literally pulls out a citation I had written to him several months prior. On average, a week, I'm doing probably 50 to 75 traffic stops a week, depending on my training schedule and call-outs and stuff like that. So, I mean, for months to go in between, I have hundreds of traffic stops. So it's common that I've stopped people before, and maybe they look familiar, and then they'll come out with a citation, or I'll run them in the system and see that I've contacted them before. So there's a lot of times that I've run into people 2 and 3 times just since entering the traffic unit, just by pulling that same person over for repeated violations or different violations that occur all within Pinal County. Repeat customer.
So here's the last ticket I wrote him on September 29th of 2022 for 75 and a 50 on Arizona Farms, in the same car. Well, I guess he's gonna get another one. He could start hanging these on his refrigerator. So apparently you're just a slow learner, man. Your learning curve's like this, and I'm trying to make it like this.